everybody, it's Pampered Cindy, and I made this about 2 weeks ago or so, this key lime pie, and nobody could believe me that it was made so quickly without turning on my oven. So I'm going to make it in our new quick cooker pressure cooker. Yeah, so I thought I would just show you how I'm doing it. So I did use my KitchenAid mixer, which is right over there. You can't see it, but trust me, it's right over there. Nice and cranberry red color. And inside there I have some egg yolks and a little bit of sugar, sweetened condensed milk, and some key lime juice that I actually found that is from Key West, which is pretty cool. It's 100% all natural key lime. It makes a difference. Otherwise you have to use a bunch of regular limes too, but the key lime just has a little bit different flavor. And then we're going to add some zest to it. So I just wanted to show you this little tip. This is the microplane zester, which I love for nutmeg or little bits of garlic, just all ginger. I always use it for ginger. And most people do it with it turned down so it goes right into the recipe. But if you need to measure it, so just turn it where it keeps it right here, see, this way, and when I'm doing this, it collects it up top so I can actually gauge and measure, because it said 1 tablespoon, and it's all right there for me, see? So I'm also going to save a little bit of the zest for on top of the pie when it is done. So that's going into our bowl. There you go. See, there's the zester. So most people do it this way and just let it go right inside, but if you do it opposite, it'll collect right inside there. So we're going to mix this in. When you add the zest to it, it not only adds some fresh flavor, but it looks really pretty too when you see all those little flecks. All right, so I'm going to pour it into the springform pan, which is a 7-inch size, and this is one of the accessories that you can get for that baby right there. I am loving that thing. Last night I made Indian food in there. Love it! So this actually only cooks in 15 minutes. It comes to pressure in about 10, it cooks for 15, and then you let it just release the pressure for about 10 minutes as well. Pop it into your fridge for about 2 to 3 hours. I'm going to keep it in there overnight, and we're going to have this tomorrow night for dessert. So I did line the bottom of it just in case anything leaks out, but it won't, but just in case. So I put some tin foil around the pan. This springform pan can also be used in the oven, so there you go. So we're going to pour that in here. The crust that I have in there is some graham crackers mixed with some butter, and while I was making the filling, that crust just was waiting for me in the freezer. And my friend Peg, who is in California, would be so proud of me that I'm scraping every bit out with my scraper. Because I used to kind of just waste some, and she used to yell at me. So Peg, this is for you. I am going to try and get every bit of that key lime pie out of here. All right. It's so refreshing. It's just such a great dessert. And then tomorrow, I'm going to add some nice whipped cream, homemade of course, in 30 seconds in our whipped cream maker on the top, and a little bit more of the zest, and it's done. You can also make a cheesecake in here. People are making homemade pudding like super quick, which I haven't tried yet. All right, and all of our scrapers, we don't have this one anymore, but they're all white now, are heat safe up to 650 degrees, so you don't have to worry about them and they don't stain. So if you can see, I'll bring that a little bit closer. There's my key lime pie ready to go into my quick cooker. All right, so we have this that comes with the other accessory, which is a ceramic bowl. So the ceramic bowl is great for, hey Kim, if you wanted to do rice at the same time of cooking your meat or something in there. Mashed potatoes can be done on there, polenta, all kinds of things, eggs, whatever. So this just makes it really easy to take these things out. I love it. Because if you read some of the pressure cooker recipes, it says to make a sling out of tin foil so you can lift it out. But you don't have to when you have ours. See? Nice, right? All right, so we're going to go over here. And we're going to open this up. And if you can listen, it sings to you. Inside here is a rack that does come with it as well, so you can place the bowls and things on top of here. You can even put eggs on here and do steamed eggs, which are like hard boiled, but they peel really easily. So we're going to stick that in there again, so that springform pan is going to sit on top of there. But before we do that, you must add some kind of liquid when you are using a pressure cooker, because that's how it gets up to pressure, right? So we have 1 cup of water that's going into the bottom of this part. Now this part that I'm doing is the pot that comes out, and you can cook right in here things. There's even measurements on the side. It will tell you the maximum fill line of where you want to fill anything at all, whether you're making soup or chili or whatever. And this will go into the dishwasher too. And before we put that in and close it up, I just want to explain about the top over here. So there is a silicone ring that is in here, if you can see that. So I learned a couple of tips. One, every time you go to wash this, when you're done using your pressure cooker, you want to take this out and just make sure that you wash it really well, okay? And a fellow consultant, a new team member actually, has been using a pressure cooker for a while, and she told me a really good tip. She said to put that ring and store it in the freezer so it won't have the flavors, the smell from what you made before. So there's a little tip for you. But just make sure you take this part out and wash it every time. And that bowl goes in the dishwasher. This obviously does not. You just rinse it. You're really good. It's really good. And this pops out really easily, if you can see. Okay, and then you just make sure that it is pushed in really well before you're ready to use it. And you're good to go. And also on the top here, this is where the pressure comes out. There's a little cloud, which is like a little steam cloud, which is at the bottom. I don't know if you can see. And there's also one on here, which is your button. So you want to make sure they're going in the same direction like this, because this can turn around and then it won't work correctly. So just make sure it's that way, and then the steam's not going to come in your face at all either when you release it at the end. It's also great that this release button is so far away from where the steam comes out. The majority of the others on the market are right where this is, and that's pretty dangerous. So when Pampered Chef took 2 years to design this one, they did all their research and they made this the safest one on the market. I'm really happy about that. Hey, Pam! And then you'll see the red button. So when the red button is down, it's safe to open your pressure cooker. When it is up, do not attempt to open it, because you'll have stuff all over your kitchen. And those white walls and white cabinets will not be white anymore. So just keep it closed until this button goes down. So I'm going to put that in. Remember, we have our 1 cup of liquid inside the bowl. And then this key lime pie is going to just sit right here on top of that. I got to push the handle down the other way. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and I think I want to cover it with foil too. I don't think it said to do it, but I think I did it last time. So just some of the moisture doesn't get down into that. Okay, all right, we're ready to go. So we're going to close this up, and listen again, it's going to sing to me. Hear that? All right, and I know you're a little bit far away, so I can bring you closer over here. Come on, come with me into my kitchen, onto this counter over here. All right, so we have 16 preset buttons here. Everything from searing, which I have been using like crazy. You don't even need your stovetop anymore. You could sear peppers and onions and whatever you need to. Your meat right on that sear part. You can steam. You can use this as a slow cooker as well. You can also proof your bread, which is another feature of ours, and I love that. White rice, brown rice, and whole grains, chicken and poultry, beef and pork, fish and seafood, soup and stock, your dessert, which is what we're going to do here, stew and chili, and beans. And there's also a keep warm and a delay. So that's really good if you are leaving the house early in the morning for work and don't want this baby to start until 4 o'clock because it'll be done at 4:30 or 5, then you can hit the delay button and it'll start whenever you want to. Okay, so it's super duper easy, and like I said, I am new to pressure cooking. It comes with a book as well, which I don't have handy right here. A whole cookbook, and it explains everything. It's like a cookbook for dummies, and that's me because, again, I've never used a pressure cooker before this one. So it's like it explains everything. Press this button, turn this one, put it on this time, put this in. It's like it's a really good cookbook that comes along with it and explains everything from how long to cook whatever it is that you're cooking, whether it's grains or beans or different vegetables and things like that. So anyway, so we want this to go on to our dessert button over here. So we turn this and you see how, can you see, wait, how that's lighting up? So it's on sear. You just want to keep turning until it gets to the dessert, which is all the way at the end. All right, so now it's on the dessert. It's all lit up, and that says 40 minutes, but we don't want 40 minutes. We only want 15. So we are going to set the time and change it down to 15. Yeah, I think like the cheesecake takes a lot longer, but this one does not. 15 minutes, ready? Okay, so we're gonna hit start. And that's it. So what's happening right now is it's going to build up pressure, and that takes about 10 minutes, and then you're gonna see the 15-minute mark, and it's gonna count down, and then you wanna just let it sit for the 10-minute pressure release, and then we can take it out and pop it into the fridge. You also wanna make sure this button is flush, because if you release the steam by yourself by pushing that, sometimes that button stays down and then the steam's going to be coming out. You don't want that. So you want to make sure this is flush and it's ready to go for next time, which is now. Okay, so that's it. The other great feature about this that I love, again, about safety, is this does not get hot to touch even when it is full pressurized. So if a child's walking by, touches it, whatever, it's not too hot at all. You can even pick it up by the handles at the bottom and you're not going to burn yourself, or if you have to move it. So that's another thing too. So this baby is amazing. I can help you get it for 60% off this month because the host special is 60% off anything at all. So if you want this for 60% off, or you would like it for free, then I would love to talk to you. So thanks for watching, everybody. I will take another picture of this key lime pie when it is done and all decorated tomorrow. And I think that's it. Have a wonderful night, and thanks for watching. Bye. Key lime pie. Oh yeah.